Hi guys, welcome to another episode of byClaudine, the podcast where we simplify every tool that you need for your health. So today I have a special guest with me. This is Jolana. Hi Jolana.
Hi my love.
It's so funny because it's my first real English podcast and I'm kind of intimidated because I'm not used to speak in front of camera in English, to be honest.
Oh, you're just fine, honey.
Yeah.
You're doing so good.
Hey Jolana, thanks so much to just came because right now I need you more than ever because since I moved in LA, I have those digestive problems, like my belly is bloated and I don't understand, I used to eat very healthy in Canada but feel like my healthy diet cannot follow me in this state and I don't understand, and I know you're a pro of that, so really can we know a bit about you, your background, and just do a small introduction?
Yeah, absolutely. So I would call myself a health coach for about 20 years, believe it or not. Yeah, I'm that young. So I started with training when I was very little. My dad is a professional athlete. So that's how everything came along in my life. I saw my dad, and then I was always athletic since little. I was dancing and jumping around as a 3-year-old. I was always full of energy. So I had to take it out somewhere. So I started actually weight training at 16, which is very early. But real weight training,
Wow.
in the gym 2 hours. They were like, "What are you doing? You're too young." And I was like, "No, I'm not too young." And I built my body up at that age already. I was very skinny as a little girl, so I actually wanted to get bigger. So that was a challenge for me. Yeah.
So interesting.
Yeah.
Because so many girls it's not because you're thin that you're in good health. So yeah, get it.
Yeah.
Nice. So you've been a health coach, and I think you're very specialized in digestive.
The gut, because everything comes from the gut. All the problems comes from here actually. And I noticed that I had issue at 15 years old, when one day I just blew up, my stomach literally blew up like this. I looked like almost pregnant at 15. And so I was like, oh my God, do I have cancer? What's going on? It just happened in one day.
Wow.
And
in one day.
Yeah, one day that I noticed that there was sometimes you just have a little bit, but you don't know. You think it's normal.
Yeah.
And this one was like this, hard. Like we talked about before, your stomach is hard.
Yeah.
There's a ball or something.
Yeah.
So I was first nervous. I had cancer, tumor or something. My mom looked at me. She goes, oh my God, what's happening? What, did you just get pregnant in one day? No, but it was a problem. So I went to the doctor. They didn't know what it was. And at that time, they called something like IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, where they gave everybody that symptoms. If you have something that we don't know, we're going to call it IBS. So with years of trying to figure it out myself, what to do, because every time I ate, bloating, I always uncomfortable, and then other people were complaining. So I was like, why so many people having this issue? And I'm super healthy, well, today I'm much more healthy, but even then, as a kid, I think I was pretty healthy. I understood you eat protein and have a little carbs and you have a mix of everything. But so it's not until I came to the States I moved when I was 20, and then it became worse.
Yeah,
became
like me.
Yeah,
Talk to me about it. I don't understand.
Yeah, because if you compare Europe food and the US, it's completely different. Today I understand what's going on.
Yeah.
Back then I was just like, why is it worse? And all the hormones in the meats that you don't know, all the vegetables, pesticides, and whatever's going on in the US, unfortunately. But today I healed myself completely from the food. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, I healed myself completely. So I can help other people do the same.
So it's not about training, abdominal, it's only the food that you eat.
Yeah, actually, to be completely honest with you, I barely do my abs so much anymore because I don't need it. Sometimes I have so much abs that I'm not even doing that. It's just my eating.
Wow.
So yeah, and I did train a lot as a young, so I think it's muscle memory, so I'm always going to have muscles. But now the most important thing is the diet. I would say they say 80-20, I would say 90-10.
Wow.
You really have to be good with your diet.
So where did we start?
Yeah. So if we're going to talk about the food, what happened was I got so bloated, and then in pandemic, I was like, that's it. I gotta get to the bottom of this. I'm gonna cook every food, everything, because we couldn't go out at that time, so
Yeah.
it made it easy for us. So I was cooking my own food, and at that time, I read something, and it said FODMAP diet, FODMAP, and it said eliminate a lot for 2 months. And it's like a layer of the food that we don't know, that could be on vegetables, something called lectins that are on vegetables that we don't know. And if you limited that for like 2 months, it's gonna start, the inflammation it's gonna go away, basically, 2 months.
Wow.
So I did that, and it was a lot of taking away. Like I basically ate a boring diet, like a lot of protein and just 1 or 2 vegetables every day, same. And I just saw how the inflammation just like went away.
Wow.
And like literally like 2 months into it, I fixed myself. And then how many years now later? 3 years since the pandemic? I don't know, 20, right?
2020.
So
yeah.
4 years, so like nothing, zero, anything.
It never came back.
It never came back. But I also eat very extremely clean. I read all the labels. People, read the labels, please. Like, come on. Especially if you live in LA or I mean America.
Yeah.
There's so many hidden stuff in the food that it's like, it's crazy. They're
Okay,
trying to kill us.
So, for example, like, what's a diet for you? What do you wake up, you eat as breakfast,
Yes.
lunch, dinner?
So I was always such a hungry kid, like because I train so much, I'm so
Yeah.
active. So it's very difficult for me to do the fasting that everybody's talking about. But
I don't think it's good for a woman, you know?
no, it's not good. I don't agree with it at all. But what I try now, I try not to eat like directly when I open my eyes.
Yeah.
Before it was like food, you know? Now it's like, okay, take some bone broth. Do you know what bone broth is?
No.
It's actually it's healing for your gut. You should get on to that when you get back to Canada. I don't know if they have it. You can buy? They should have it. But here it's a well-known fact that you cook the bones 12, 24 hours and you drink the soup, and it has a lot of collagen. It has healing powers.
Super.
So it's so good to start with that, or like hot lemon with water in the morning.
That's what I do.
Yeah, beautiful. So you can do that. But the collagen will give you like, I mean, the bone broth will give you collagen. So
You
it's
like
the
it
best natural collagen, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, some people don't like it, but I love it. You can buy it at Air One. You can buy it. There's lots of places that you can buy it now. You can make your own.
And you buy chicken, beef?
Both.
Wow.
I switch. You know.
Okay.
So I start with that, and actually it has so many minerals in that. So you not want to eat until 2 hours later. So it's great ways to start. So like example, if I wake up at 5, because I usually wake up 5, I meditate, do my thing, drink my lemon water, then drink the bone broth. Then I'm not hungry until like 11. So it's still kind of fasting in a way, but not really.
Yeah.
Fasting in a healthy way,
Yeah.
I would say, because
Yeah.
you're just drinking, you're not really chewing, you know. So then I eat eggs. I swear on eggs. I've been eating eggs for years. Eggs are not bad for you. The yolk is not bad for you. Fat is not bad for you. Fat is not bad for you. I don't know why people think fat is bad. You're not getting fat from fat.
Yeah.
It's good for you.
Yeah.
So I eat a high protein fat diet. Yeah.
Like almost keto.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Interesting, because like there's so many things that I heard in, like, my friend is a very like huge trainer in Quebec, and she told me that egg is very inflammatory and I should reduce eggs. So I was like, okay, I'm eating less egg and more fruit and smoothie. But I feel like
The
in Quebec
opposite.
it worked for me, you know. I can do
It worked?
Yeah, but here it doesn't work at all. You
So
know?
interesting.
Yeah.
Because fruit is also acidic. So the only fruit I eat is the berries. If I start doing like mangoes, like God knows, all these other fruits that has more sugar in it, I start to feel it.
That's why I'm bloated. I eat way too much mango,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Yeah, so we should stick with berries, babe.
Berries.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so you eat egg. That's
A
it,
lot.
egg.
So egg, so I pair protein up with fat. So egg and avocado is a perfect combination.
Okay.
Yeah. So I can just have that in the morning. And then for lunch and dinner, I always have some type of protein, either chicken, beef, or fish. And then I pair it up with a few vegetables. And then if I'm really hungry, I'll have, this is another trick, white rice instead of brown rice. Because people are saying brown rice is better. But if you have issues with your gut, you should eat white because it has less fiber. Actually, no fiber. So so you don't get swollen. Because we people that have issues like you and me and a lot of other people, they can't do fibers.
Wow.
So fibers is not good for us. So there's something you
Interesting.
probably don't know either, right?
No,
Yeah.
no. And yesterday
Yeah.
I eat white rice, and today I feel so bloated, and I eat a mango. So many things. And you're always talking about like a few vegetables. What do you mean, like vegetables are not good? It's like,
I know.
what can we eat?
Yeah, everybody's like, eat vegetables, eat vegetables. Well, actually, if you have issues with your stomach like I do, I had leaky gut, celiac disease, IBS, whatever that is. I had everything you can have, like inflammation on inflammation. I could look at something, drink a little juice, and get puffy. So I don't know how severe you are, but for me, you have to take away some vegetables like broccoli is not good. Cauliflower, absolutely not. Kale, no way. And if you read, you know, here and there, everybody's like, kale, eat your broccoli, broccoli, this and that. So they're telling the mass to eat this. No, it's individual what you can eat. And I mean, I understand a vegetable is good because it has vitamins and all that, but it's not good for you and me.
It's so interesting everything that you're talking, because like I had some health issue with bloating like back then because I was so stressed, you know.
Yeah.
And it just increased. Are you familiar with Ayurveda?
Yes.
Okay, so it just increased my Vata dosha. So I went in India and learned everything
Wow.
with Ayurveda. I even did like the panchakarma, you know, the detox. And like for sure they say like no wind food. So like broccoli, cauliflower, kale, it's all like what they call wind food.
Yeah.
And for Vata, eat more meat.
Exactly.
But I wonder why like it's worse here in America. It's just because of chemical that they put on vegetable.
Yes. The spray with pesticides, and we don't really know what's going on with the food here, because it is everybody gets more sick. Like example, I cannot eat gluten at all. Like if I eat gluten, I feel inflamed the next morning. I literally get puffy in my face or something. And if I go to Italy, where the pasta is like, you know, just they make it, it's no crazy things that we don't know. I can literally eat gluten for a whole week, nothing. In Europe in general, you know. So it says a lot. We don't know what they're putting in. It is out there now that our food in Europe is controlled, and it's not here. You can just bring in whatever. It's not FDA approved. We don't really know if it's organic or not. I always eat buy organic, but do we really know if it is really or not? You know? Yeah.
Yeah, you told me this story about you going to Whole
Foods.
which is, oh my God. Can you tell people about it?
Yeah, so, I mean, ignorant me, like, I've always been like reading the labels, but I'm thinking now, I'm at Whole Foods, and you know, they have the hot bar, you know, the food, and I'm
it's
like...
very popular in
It's very popular.
State.
It's very, very popular, and like I did a mistake just a few days ago, and so I'm like taking food, whatever, like, you know, hungry. When I get hungry, I just sometimes don't even see, you know, but at this point I was like, wait a minute, let me actually read, because there's like the small little labels that you have to like really look to see, you know, like really close. And like even on the regular rice, I find like there's 5-6 ingredients this is in like that I can't even read. I don't know what it is. And when you can read it, you know it's bad for you. That is one thing I say. If you can't read what it is, it's 100% toxic. And even so I went through the whole hot bar, and the only thing I could eat was like a salad.
Wow.
Like everything had from 5 to 10 ingredients and up.
Crazy.
So I will never put my foot there again, honestly.
Wow, crazy. And they say that they are organic.
Yes, organics, clean, it's raw. Like if you have to put stuff in rice, you know we have a problem. Rice should be just rice. I mean, what, you know. Acid, it says acid on the rice. Do I want to eat acid?
I don't know.
I guess. And there were so many people and everybody's taking it, and I feel so bad because they don't know, you know.
Yeah, and I love the fact that you just like told me like they are trying to kill us.
They're trying to, I don't know who is they, but like it's
crazy.
You know. That's another topic, right?
That's another topic, but really maybe it is, you know. So what's the solution here and now?
to be aware, to see, to really pay attention to what you're eating, like really read the labels, honestly.
So when I read a label, if I don't know how to read it, the first thing I look is ingredient. If
Yes.
there's something I don't know, I put it back.
Put it back if you can.
Okay.
Like example, peanut butter.
Yeah.
Peanut butter should just be peanut butter. You know, sometimes I have seen it in Whole Foods once or twice, where you have you take peanut butter, put it in the grinder, it makes peanut butter. That is your peanut butter. But if you actually look at most peanut butter, pay attention next time you go and look in the back, it's gonna be peanuts, sugar, and then acid something, and then something, and it's actually just be peanut butter. Why are we putting 5 other ingredients? So you're gonna find, and this is what I'm gonna start. There is a lot of that on Instagram right now, where people make fun of, you know, the food industry and like peanuts, and like, why do we have 10 ingredients? Don't get this, get this. I'm also gonna start to doing more videos like that and educate people. I've done 1 or 2, but it takes a lot of work. But I want to help people out there and say, hey, get this, don't get this. There is options, they're just hidden, you know. Yeah.
Crazy. So what do you
Example.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt you. I mean, everybody's complaining, you know, Air One is very expensive. There's a store that's like, I would say the most famous store in the world, Air One, which is the cleanest, and you can find, example, you want to have a coconut yogurt, you find 20 different ones with non-sugar, made of milk, goat, coconut, you name it. Like, you have so many different, and I love that store. And for me, it's not expensive because we get what we pay for. And the hot bar is amazing. It's only the chicken, seasoning, and that's it. So this guy, whoever it is, thank you God for him, because if I don't have time to eat at home, which I cook my food most of the time, I will go there any day.
Wow.
Super clean. So
Okay, but
I should get money for this.
Yeah.
Air One guy.
Sponsor.
Sponsored by.
Well, we're actually sponsored by something very cool right now.
Yeah?
If you see it, us in live, we are wearing that nice
Yes!
clothes, which is called like Lazy Bitch brand, and this is so comfy. I can't believe, like, what's the material?
It's
that
actually 100% cotton, made in Turkey. Eco-friendly. Like you guys know, I'm very picky with my products, so I'm gonna be picky with what I'm wearing too, because you guys know the reputation about other brands. I'm not gonna say the names, but that has the material, the cheap material that actually is not good for you. That gives like, I was gonna say inflammation. No inflammation, but it gives rashes, and it's a very popular brand out there that got flagged recently. And again, I don't want to.
I don't know.
You don't know who?
No. Is that Shane?
Lululemon.
Oh, no way.
I said it.
Oh my God, but that's good to know. Wow.
Yeah, they've been red flagged for what their material is. So I am very, very picky, like just like how I'm picky with what I'm putting inside of my body. By the way, I don't drink alcohol. I don't put anything in my body that I would not want to give to my children, or, you know, like that. I'm extremely, so that's why this is definitely the best cotton. And it's made for like street, you know, like, because I can go from, I have such a busy day, so I sometimes I have to get dressed in my car, you know, because I go from the gym, showered, whatever, and I'll have a meeting somewhere and I have to look presentable. So I can put this on with a stiletto and actually walk out and look like, you know, you can go have a drink,
Nice.
but a healthy drink.
Nice, I love it. So this brand is called Lazy.
So it's called Lazy. My training name is calling Lazy Bitch.
I love it so much.
So you can actually, I don't have a specific website right now because I'm selling out the last inventory I have. So actually right now
Last inventory?
Yes.
So, okay.
So I'm giving out like discounts. So right now, if you want to get it, you just go to my Instagram and write me a DM and I'll ship it for you myself.
Super, I'll put the link in bio for
Yes.
sure, because I love those. They are so
comfy.
Oh my God.
And the details of you know, the pants are like
the pocket, everything, like.
yeah, and I love the little thing here.
Me too. If you
it's-
don't wash it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's definitely very well made. I'm proud.
Yeah, you must be proud. So yeah, getting back, I think it was
Yeah.
important to say because like I really love those clothes. But we are talking a lot about meat.
Yeah.
But what do the vegan do?
So you know, I got sometimes a lot of hate when I put meat on my thing. The vegans will write to me or something. You should be this and that. You don't care about animals. Of course I care about the animals. That has nothing to do with what I'm eating. We're made to eat. Some people are made to eat meat. Like maybe you're not meant to eat meat. Maybe that works for you. But for me, if I ate vegan just for 3 days, I would get so inflamed. I cannot do any beans, any grains, none of it, you know, and this is not my fault. If I could eat just, you know, trees and leaves, you know, if that worked, I would do it, but it's not working for me. So we're not all the same. So nobody should judge people. We're going to have to eat whatever works for us. And I don't know how vegans do it because, again, I think it's tough to have a diet like that, to get everything you need in order not to take a lot of supplements. And I rather get it from the food, you know.
Get you. I was
Yeah.
vegan for 5 years.
Yeah, how was that?
Well, when I looked at my picture, I was so in inflammation, you
Yeah,
know.
you see?
Yeah, I took
Yeah.
like, I think 20 pounds just of water, and I lost it just after because I started circus. I was like doing circus
yeah.
shows, so I could not, like my body could not adapt to all the muscle. So that's why I started eating meat again, and I felt so bad because I love animal and it was so hard for me. And there was one video that helped me to pass through, and I don't know how true it is because it was a Joe Rogan podcast,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the guys just show that to be vegan we have to kill even more animal because like to preserve the how can we call it, like to preserve like the soya or everything like this, you have to kill all the small animal. And
Wow.
for me, I was like, oh shit. So maybe there's nothing perfect, and maybe I can accept that I need just to listen to my body and not everyone else,
Yes.
even if I'm trying my best.
No, because it's you and it has nothing to do with that person or that person. And can we be honest? Plants also have a life. You can talk to plants and they grow faster. Have you seen that? Like if you give them love every day, good morning, I love you, da da da, they're actually going to grow. And the one that you say, I hate you, it's going to start. Have you not seen those
Yeah,
tests?
yeah.
So they have a life too. So if we want to be politically correct, like we can be like, you know, saying that you're also killing plants. So
Yeah, well,
I don't want to start a fight with the
Yeah,
vegans because
yeah.
they're already fighting with me on my Instagram sometimes. So, you know, but I don't judge them for being vegans. And I just think we should just accept everybody how we are, and everybody's different.
nice. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Love it. So, recap of everything we have talked of so much. Like basically, we eat simple.
Simple. Don't put sauces into things because, like, example,
No
if
sauce.
you no, because example,
Yeah.
if you have a Caesar salad, you might as well eat a burger. True story. Because in that dressing, if you see how much stuff is in that dressing,
I know.
you literally might as well eat a burger.
But
Honestly.
if I do my own dressing,
Yeah, if you're conscious of what you're eating and you know exactly what you're putting in, absolutely.
okay.
And it's been a lot of talk about seed oils, that it's very bad for you, gives you inflammation. So let's say you go in a restaurant, usually they don't cook with olive oil or avocado oil or grass-fed butter. They would cook with like vegetable oil that's very bad for you.
Yeah.
Or
terrible.
whatever, corn oil and whatever it is. And more you keep eating out, like some people do all the time, they never cook, you're going to cause inflammation, you're going to cause cancer eventually, and this is how all the sickness is going to happen. So this is like an important subject that needs to be
Yeah.
discussed.
Inflammation, it's like an early sign of bigger thing that
Bigger thing
might-
that can happen. It can go up to your brain, and you can, and I think people don't think this is true until it happens something. I think they're just like, oh, it's just a topic everybody's talking about, but they don't understand how actually it is impacting your skin, everything. It comes from here. Everything comes from here.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm really gonna try the FODMAP. I'm
FODMAP,
really
yeah.
gonna follow
Yes.
everything you have to advise on your
Yes.
Instagram, because you have a lot of video coming out. So if people want to know more, follow you, like we have talked about your link, Lazy Bitch, is that it? They slide in your DM.
Yeah, slide in my DM for now. I'm currently work in progress for my platform. That's going to be videos,
Ooh.
short videos, like 35 that anybody can do. You're lazy,
Yeah.
you're too busy.
Yeah.
This is anywhere, anytime that you can do these videos. Take it with your vacation, and they're hard, they're simple, but they're so effective. And I'm gonna have a lot of different videos that you can do anywhere, from the beach to the house to, you don't need a gym, you know. And then I'm gonna also do inflammation-free videos for people like that's like me and you.
Yeah.
And so
Thank you for taking care of our
Of course.
health. If you have learned something, or if you loved that video, please share. It means the world to us that you just share and give some good advice to people that need to listen to that. I will have been the first one to to need that. So thank you so
Thank
much,
you, my
Jolana.
love.
You really made the difference.
Oh.
And yeah, I can't wait to try out that new
I'm
diet.
so happy.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, love and fun. See you in the other episode. Bye.
Bye.